Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Good evening. It's been a while. I took a necessary break, and everyone allowed me to take that break. So, from March, April, I needed to do some exams to develop myself, growing myself to become a better counselor for everyone. And from there, I was forced to come back. Yes. Every person in the office had to say, I had to bring back your counselor. And here we are, every one of us, um, joining those who are joining live right now, the counselors that will have on grants, people joining us from different places. Thank you so much for joining your counselors. It is brought to you by Romance Cafe and Flesh to Flesh of All Rights Passion. And everything we do here is simple, just to discuss the romantic issues that affects everyone, that affects single people, the married people, and everyone who is involved in one thing or the other. So if you're joining us right now, please, we'll let us see on the comment section, in the comment section where you are joining us from. We'd like to know where you are joining us from. But yes, sincerely, I'm here joining you from the city of Ibadan, the ancient and modern city of Ibadan, because some part of my city actually has the brown roof, and some have the type of roof you can find any other place in the world. Okay, now today we are going straight into today's conversation and discussion. I will not want to waste your time. I will not want to take your time. So let's go straight into today's conversation. We want to talk about why is it that you can be single and yet people would not know, right? There have been times I've heard people come and they say this thing like, people usually think that I'm taking, people usually think that I'm in a relationship, people usually think that I'm married. I still offended somebody recently because I was addressing the person as a married person, only to discover that she was not married. And I've had people when I was single talk to me as though I was married, asking me about my wife, about my children. Meanwhile, I was a single dude who was, as we say on Facebook and Twitter, I was single to stupor. Anyway, today, interestingly, I have three amazing women, and yes, let me call them women, and let me call them ladies. These are they are biologically women, they are psychologically women, they are not transgender, they are not trapped in this body. They are so they are women, and they want to discuss this topic with me today. They'll be discussing this topic with me today. I already feel outnumbered. I would have felt very threatened, but I gallant. I know the move. So I'll introduce everyone one by one, right? And before we go straight into the conversation. Okay, so I'm going to be starting from the Ole Idoma lady that I know that bears a Yoruba name. And she's generally called, or most people just call her Precious, but in my house we call her by the Yoruba name, by her Yoruba name, Titi. Titi, thank you for joining us today. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Good evening. Good evening,
Good
everyone.
evening, thank
Thanks for having
you.
me on.
Titi, where are you joining us from? Abuja, Plateau, Benue.
Yeah, the
Wow.
Federal Capital Territory. Yes. No, Abuja. I'm currently in Abuja.
Oh, that's great. That's fine. Okay, thank you so much for joining us. Uh, before I continue, are you single or you're married?
Hmm. Find out.
It's just
We'll find out.
okay. I will find out, right? Okay. Now,
Yes,
okay. Let me
find
go
out.
next to Teddy, extraordinary Teddy. Actually, I was tempted to want to add teddy bear to it, right? The good thing about it is that every person that we have on the show today, they are all counselors, and they are all practicing counselors, working with people in different aspects, separate from their life and any other job that they do and any other thing that they do. These people work every day as counselors and they work every day as therapists helping people. So, Teddy, thank you so much for joining us on your counselors today. How your body?
What did they inside close to? What did
I went on
I'm
YouTube a
very
while
fine.
ago before coming here, and I saw that you're always doing cooking, but you have never offered any of your food to me. Um, you have never brought it around. I just said I could let you know, right? So it's good I'm
Okay,
letting
no
you know
problem.
that, right?
Good
So
evening,
Teddy, where are you?
everyone. I'm joining from Ibadan or your
Ah,
state.
this our city is a village. Okay, let's go straight to ITE. Esther. The E is Esther, so I'll address her by Esther. Since Esther is not showing on the screen, I'll address her by Esther. Auntie Esther, thank you for coming.
You for having me. Thank you for having me.
Yes, ma'am.
Good evening.
Okay, let's go. Good evening, good evening, good evening. So let's go straight into today's conversation right away. Right. So I'll be throwing this to any person who wants to answer. So if you're the first person to want to answer, jump in, and the rest of us will allow you to finish talking. And if we don't like what you are saying, or if we want to attack you, or want to add a jasa, or want to do anything, you can always jump on it and do it immediately, right? And if you're watching us right now, for those of you that are watching, kindly let us know where you're watching us from. We would like to know, right? Okay, great. So let me ask, when you saw the topic, what was it that came to your mind? Like when you were approached, when I asked that I would love to have you on this particular show. What was it that just came to your mind? Did you remember somebody's story? Did you remember your story? Did you remember a counseling story? Or what was it that just came to your mind? Who is going on that first?
Uh, I would like to go. I would like to go.
Yeah. Mm,
Yeah. When I saw this topic, I was like, wow, this is amazing because
mm,
it made me remember when I was in school during
mm,
undergraduate. Oh my God, the way I dress, the way I interact with people actually thought I was married. Yeah, because you know, I my clothes, my dressing, everything looks yes, it looks like it made me look like a mama, like someone that has given birth to like
mm,
one or two children. As well, I had some people tell me oh that time that Abeg, God, where's your this thing now? Why are you always like this? And I'll be like, no, let me, oh, allow me, oh, this one and that, oh. Until I left school, until after my undergraduate, that was when I realized,
without a
no,
boyfriend.
life should not be like this now. life is not, life is not supposed to be hard like this. So I had to just adjust. I applied adjustment to my journey,
Wow.
my journey. So
So,
that's just
so let me
it.
come in and ask. That period while you were in school, you're undergraduate and you did the 4 years program, right? Would you want to say did you have a boyfriend?
Well, 100 level come down to 200 level.
Mm,
I never had a boyfriend actually, although I have guys as
okay.
friends. But
Mm,
two 300 level, you can see I
yeah.
have someone already here that is confirming it. So 300 level, I
Mm,
had a boyfriend, but
yeah.
the boyfriend I had that time, we actually had same mind, so we are like-minded. So we were moving
Yeah.
together in the same space. Although he tried his best to do a
Yeah.
little upgrade, but what can he do that time? So
Yeah.
we were just like, yeah.
Wow. 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 That's nice. Okay. Now let me ask you one more question before I go to Teddy. All right. Let me just ask you one question. Between when you before you adjusted how you dress and now that you changed you're upgraded, like using what you said, you're upgraded and the rest. Have you noticed a change in the people that are coming to check on you, check you, whistle at you, cat call at you?
Yeah, of course. You know, that time,
Mm,
even despite the fact that I was this kind of a little religious and the like,
mm,
I, people that approaches me, like even
mm.
myself, I'll get back home, I'll be like, God, what is this? What have I done to myself? How can this kind of person come to me and say, hey, let's live like that? You know, so from that time to this now, there's
Mm.
a change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that
At some
that.
point, um,
Mm.
I I started feeling like, no, why? Too much. And so things like that, and so on and so forth.
That's great. Teddy, do you have anything to say? Have you experienced this? Was there any time you experienced this?
Um, I personally, I can't say that I can relate because
Okay.
I've always, I've always acted my status right from the go. So
What's what's your status right now? Married or
I'm
single?
single. I'm single. I'm very, in fact, very much single. So like
Okay.
I've always acted my status.
Mm,
I dress single, like
mm,
I'm single, not
mm.
extravagantly, not provocatively, but
So
normal.
let's ask, how do you dress single? How do singles dress? How do you dress for me to see right now and say, oh, this babe must be single, or for me to actually be able to guess that?
Okay. Um, it's
Sorry,
not
I don't know
like
if you got the question, because the question is that
I
how
get
are you
you.
dressing right now that is different from how married people dress?
Well, married people will be more conservative, like
Okay. Yeah.
wearing all those married married women wear like boo like long skirt that'll be touching the knees and all of that.
My wife
Wearing
does
long
not wear
sleeve,
skirts.
Well, some women do that. Some married women do
True,
that.
true,
So,
true.
like, they don't even leave anything to, you know, everything is
Yeah,
covered from head to toe,
yeah,
covered.
yeah.
So, and it's not supposed to be a single. I'm not saying you should dress provocatively. I'm not saying you should dress
Sure,
seductively
true.
or leave nothing to imagination or anything. But at least
Mm,
dress like you're single. Dress okay. Put
mm,
on all those modern dresses, all those
mm.
all those modern styles and all of that. So yeah.
I did to support what you said before I come to Titi. To support what you said, I remember a very popular English is it English where right? When I heard it and the first times I read it, I knew it to be English parable, or will I say adage right now, that says that talking to ladies, it say let your to people who were single ladies, says let your dress be long enough to cover the rest. So the rest here is your pelvic line, your vagina is a sufficient part of that area, and let it also be short enough to preserve the interest, right? And
Yeah.
that's one thing. So when I'm working with church people, I try to see as much as possible to let singles understand that there's a difference between um, dressing to attract and dressing to lure, right? So as a single person, I should see you as a single person and be attracted to your body. If I see a single lady and I'm ordinarily not attracted to her body, yes, we have different tastes. We have different tastes that we like when it comes to how people should look and how they should appear. Some like it, whether we are talking about women or we are talking about men, it's the same thing. It's like porridge, you know that porridge rhyme. Beans porridge hot, beans porridge cold. Beans porridge in the pot 3 days old. Some like it hot, some like it cold. Some like it in the pot 3 days old. I think for men that's how women are, and for women that's how men are. We don't all like the same things. Some like them slim, some like them fat, some like them thick, right? Some like them tall, some like them average height, some are okay with the short, some like them body build, some want them to have six packs, some want them to have just one pack that we call pot belly thereabout, and we all like it differently, right? But at the end of the day, I usually say something that if you're single and your appearance is not appealing and attractive, the act of seduction, the act of attraction. If you are not naturally good, if you don't capture my attention, nobody saying you should sustain it. You necessarily do not have to sustain it. You do not even have it. Is it does not lie in you to sustain it. I'm the one that has the power to sustain or not to sustain. But as a single lady or as a single guy, if you go out there, you should be able to attract um, possible mates, right? You should be able to attract people who should be interested in you. Titi, you work with women, like you work with babes, you work with ladies, and you have been doing this for years. I know I have spoken in your community like 2 times right now, right from even when you were in Benway, and now that you're not there and the rest. What has it been like? Have you had this complaint, Titi, from the ladies that you work with? Have you ever had to deal with this? Or people saying that people don't think that they are single?
Okay. Funny enough, yesterday I had a conversation with someone concerning
Yeah.
this particular topic. So I'm
Mm,
into makeup artistry, and I was at the studio
mm,
yesterday. So we had a model. She's Baggy by Tribe, very beautiful lady. She has this northern look and all. So
yeah.
we kept, trying to choke hands now and to make everyone laugh. Then I was like, tell your boyfriend, oh, this makeup cannot waste, though. You take it outside. She was like, she doesn't have a boyfriend. People were like, how can you say you don't have a boyfriend? She said that's
Eh.
the problem, that no one believes her when she says she doesn't have a boyfriend. I myself, I wouldn't buy it that she was just pretty not to have a boyfriend. No, yes, said like she was actually very beautiful. So even personally, when I'm not married, neither am I
Yeah.
single. That's why I said we're going to find out, because there's a lot of bragging. We have only
Mm,
married and single. You know that talk. So
mm.
even when the guy comes up,
Oh, it's like I lost Titi there. Okay, Titi, we'll wait for you when you come for us to. We lost Titi there, and regarding her talking about there are some people who you may think that they are not, they are already in a relationship. So, Esther, will you want to say that if you are too fine, it can be a problem? Like if you are really fine,
That
people can actually not think that, oh, you are taking.
it is just as if you are reading my mind. I wanted to say, yes, I wanted to say that even when you're too beautiful, do you know that people assume that there is no way you'll be single? Well,
What?
yes,
What?
these
They
two
could actually
beautiful
feel
are
that.
saying that,
They could actually feel like people could actually feel that, oh, because you are beautiful, you must be everyone's spec, so everybody must have been chasing after you, and if everybody is chasing after you, you should have picked one by now. That's usually the assumption. So if you are very
yes,
beautiful,
no,
if you are very beautiful, you are seeing, you are taking. If you are not very beautiful, maybe you are married, that's why you no longer care. Teddy, do you think that?
Yes, I think that's actually true because sometimes when people ask me like am I like single or am I
Mm,
engaged? Am I taking? And I answer them like, and I tell them that I'm single. They find it very hard to believe. They be like, ìwọ ọmọ tó ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ tó ṣe tó set tó ṣe everything. And I'm like, well, just because someone has all the calls in the right places doesn't automatically means she has to be
mm,
taken or in a relationship. You
mm,
can like have all of that and then
mm.
still be single.
True,
So
true.
it's
And
it's
Yeah,
then
very much possible.
that's true.
Esther, I wanted
And
to say something.
yes, I said that is true. It's not even only for the ladies though. Even for guys. You will see
Mm,
some guys even okay, for example, I met a guy. We are
mm,
observing one training together. So one day he came to our school. So he was like, okay, we were talking and he was like, ah, if I tell you I'm single, you will not believe. I said, why
mm.
should I believe? How can you be this handsome and tell me you are single? And that's the yes. He said that is the problem I have. People think I am engaged. People think I already have a girlfriend because I am handsome. I said, so maybe you find something and do because I don't understand. So it is possible. It's possible. Beauty and confuse people that no, you should be taken by now.
No, but on a serious note, if you're a guy and you're always wearing iron shirt tucked in pants, trousers, wearing corporate shoes, and the rest. I'm looking at it right now. Why would people think that you are single? It's just. I'm only just asking, right? Where that it could also depend on where you are, right? If you are doing that
Yes, yes.
in an academic setting, people may think that you are not single, right? If you they may think that oh maybe I were a lecturer, maybe you're married, maybe like why should you be dressing this corporate all the time and all of that. So I want to ask this question now, and any person can jump on it. What do you think people can do? Now it's going to be from two perspectives, right? So you guys are going to talk first of all from the ladies' perspective. Like, what do you think guys can do for you to spot them and notice more that they are single, right? Then before we now review what is it ladies can do for us to know that they are single. So who wants to go first?
Okay. Well, first of all, I would say you have to get out of your house. You have to start going out. You have to learn to mingle. Because there's this meme that is always going around. Another Friday night. And nobody to tell you I love you. Nobody. So we cannot sight you when you are lying down on your bed. You understand? So you have to go out, go to the park. It doesn't have to be expensive. That's what people don't really understand. You can go to the park, go to places that you know you meet people too. And then dress well, be attractive, smell good, and then what else? I think these 2 points are like top notch because let me just jump this in. Even when I was okay, I'm not like I said, I'm not married, I'm not single, I'm in a relationship. But
Yeah.
in a when I was single, any fine guy that I just see is looking at me, there's a way I would just arrange myself. My work step would change
Of
because I know somebody is looking at me. But then when I said, it's the truth now. But then when I started dating, any guy that comes to, if I want to just like, hi, my name is, I'm like, beg, I'm not ready.
a bit.
You understand? So
How
I'm not joking. I'm like, I beg. And this guy just say what he wants to say, and because you get, because I'm not searching. So if you
Mm,
know you're
mm,
single, act single. You know, like she was saying, the married women, they are the ones that used to wear slippers, they're the ones that used to tie wrapper at home. all this long wedding dress. But as a lady, as a young lady, I wonder why you're wearing sorry, oh, deeper life skirts. And you want at least wear something like that when a guy sees you like, I like what I'm seeing, then it will motivate him. It will motivate him to even come, but not the one that your face your face is already strong. Your face is strong, they cannot approach you. So for me, start going out, start going to places. Sometimes even if it's 500, go and sit somewhere, buy ice cream and sit down there. The guy was like, let me pay for her meal. And like that,
I, I, I,
conversations will start.
I
So
like that. I like that. You know, there are times people. Sorry to cut you. I'll say allow you continue if you want to say
no
some things.
problem.
But when you mentioned that ice cream part, it actually dawned on me, right? Because let me tell you something that happened today. For example, okay, I needed to eat, and at that particular place, what I just did was that it was a mall, right? One of our malls here in the city of Ibadan. So I got in there. I bought my takeaway pack of food and water, and I came to the general part of the mall and I sat on the bench. I just sat on one of the benches there and I ate. And I just wanted to sit down there and watch people do things and eat things. And people like, hey, how can you be a barista? How can you be this? And you're eating there. I like, what? I just want to enjoy, you know, um that view, that reality, that awareness of that particular community as it is. And now this is the problem we are having with many single people, is the fact that they always make themselves unavailable. See, no guy will check you, no no lady, no lady will shoot shot at you if you are always unavailable. Unavailable in the sense that you are always busy. So there's no opportunity for them to ask you, hello, how you doing? Oh, why? Like sometimes why Titi was talking before I come to Esther and I come to Teddy is that I usually tell singles, whether they are ladies or they are guys, that they should go and watch what the art of flirting, right? If I can remember very well, it is the art of flirting and it is on YouTube. It's a TEDx, it's a particular TEDx a TEDx video. I'm trying to add Titi back. Titi, what's happening? Okay, why am I unable to add you back? Okay, Titi, if you can hear me, leave and come back so I can add you back. Right? So the thing about it is the art of flirting. Like every single person need to know how to flirt, right? You need to know how to, like what Titi said, the body language, right? You know somebody is looking at you, like flaunt it, right? Like flaunt it and like, hey, what you are looking at is for real. What you are looking at, I truly have it. What you are looking at is good, right? And while you're also doing that, you are also to a large extent reducing your pace so that this person can to catch up with you. Like you want to be chased. At the same time, the goal is not for people to chase you infinitum. The goal is for people to chase you and catch you. So if you don't reduce your pace for them to catch up with you, then you have wasted the catwalking, you have wasted the, like, you've just wasted. That's how I see it. Like, that's how I see it. Like, you go to a public place, right? You go to a public place and people are busy in the place. This trick works for guys and works for girls, right? You go to a public place and you notice that somebody is looking at you. Like you have caught this guy more than 2 times. You have caught this babe more than 2 times looking at you. What is the wisdom you are supposed to bring in? What is it that you are supposed to do at that particular time? Leave the crowd. Lure him or lure her out of the crowd in the sense that while you are moving, right, be moving and ensure that this person's eye is still on you so that you don't lose this person, right? So move to a safe zone, a safe place where this person cannot easily meet you, because this person may not be able, this person may be shy, this person may be reserved, this person may be a little bit withdrawn to meet you in that open space. So you have to learn to withdraw from that public place. Just go and stand somewhere, or just go and form that you are watching something, or you are looking at something, you are examining something, so that you can give this other person the opportunity to come closer, right? And another thing that Titi also said, that one of the last things that Titi said before I go next to another person. Okay, Titi is back. Before I go next to another person, is one of the last, which is the first thing she actually said, is that number one, she said go out. And single people in my church, I pay attention to them a lot. They are the ones that come late, and they are the first to leave. They come late and they are the first to leave, right? Even when they go to occasions,
And they'll not
even
wait
when
for
they go,
youth meeting.
I'm telling you, they don't wait for youth meeting, so you think that they are married. They don't get to like stay back in church to still have that what we call fellowship after fellowship. And that same behavior, they take it everywhere. They go to parties, they go to weddings, they go to dinners late. They go there late, and before the event is over, bam, they're already away. Like, you are single, you want a guy to check you, and you are always in the midst of your fellow witches, in the sense that you are always in between the six of you that are guests that came together. All of you are laughing, all of you are enjoying. Like, you want him to come and pick you out from there. Well, some of you will ignorantly say, if he really wants me, he should make the effort. Well, not everybody will make the effort. Not everybody has that time. Not everybody has that power to be making that effort. So you have to move out from that crowd a bit, so that this person can have a free, safe space. And when it comes to going out, many singles are, it's only hard to share meme on their WhatsApp status, you know. Like, there are many singles WhatsApp group for them to join. They will refuse to join. There are many single conversations on Facebook, on Twitter, Spaces, and the rest for them to join. They are just on their bed, and Titi, thank you so much for that. In fact, I don't have to finish it. Teddy, please let me come to you. What are those things? And now remember what we are saying. We are looking at it like we want to see like you as a babe, you know, fine babe, you're curvy, you have the face, you have the look, you have the body, right? And you go out there and you see guys. How would you know a guy is single? What would you want single guys to do? How would you want them to appear, so that someone like you can easily spot them out and flirt at them, wink at them, attempt a shot at them, try up a pickup line or something?
Okay, well, as a single lady, and I would, if you're single as a man, I would, just as, what's it called? Just as men likes to, like, they like to, like, they are attracted by what they see.
Yes.
So does women. So it's not just only men. It's just only men that are attracted to, like, by what they see. Women are attracted by what they see too. You understand? So you can't tell me you're single and then you're dressed shabbily, and
Yeah.
you don't go out. You don't go out. You don't socialize. You don't carry yourself properly. You don't dress. You don't dress. You know, there's a way you see a guy now. You see a guy dressed so well, so smells so good. You know, his hair brushed, his fingernails. You know, everything just said. You know, you as a lady, you be like, wow. Tell you about job when you go to a jolly, you understand? Like, almost some. Do you understand? So you have to, dress properly. You have to put yourself out there, like
Mm,
Titi said. You
mm,
have to like put yourself out there, socialize,
yeah.
mingle.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean it's very, very important. Mingle,
So
mingle with like mind.
let me do it like this. Let me do it like this, Teddy. Right? Let me do it like this now. Um, I am married, right? So I have two kids, and I don't want to do second wife. Neither am I planning to divorce, right? So, but let's assume that I am a single dude, right? Titi, I'm still going to come back to you on this assignment, and Esther, get ready. The assignment is coming to
Okay.
you. Now, imagine that I'm a single dude. Dress me up for me to become attractive to you tomorrow.
Okay.
What would you want
Um,
me like tomorrow? Let's assume we're going to meet tomorrow in a public place, maybe in school, right? We're going to meet in school, or we're going to meet in church, or we're going to meet in a mall, or we are going to meet in a banking hall, or we are going to meet in a market. Sef. It could even be maybe to the market, or somewhere we are going to meet maybe in a park, anywhere, like anywhere, right? Now, how would I dress that would be attractive to you? That'll make you like, okay, man, I think I need to pay more attention to this guy. So dress me.
okay. You have to be clean shaven, like your
Okay.
mustache. It has to be, you know, it has to be clean
They have to use
shaven.
ruler. They have to use ruler to draw the line.
Your hair brushed properly. Like, some
Mm,
guys they don't pay attention to those details. They don't pay attention to that. That they just,
mhm.
they're always in a rush to go out. Like, there's
Yeah.
no rush. What are you rushing? What are you rushing for? Take your time,
Okay.
brush your hair,
Mm,
be clean
mm,
shaven, you know,
mm.
apply those deodorants and all those cologne in the right places,
So
so
I
that
should
even
use
if
more than one.
you can mix, so mixture is allowed.
Okay. Moshe, I'm
Just
taking notes.
the
I'm taking
the
notes.
the, the purposes smell nicely. There's a way
Mhm.
a guy or a lady, okay, a guy in this case, will just walk
Mm.
this way past you and you be like, you take a second look back, like, wow, you know,
Hey.
like,
Oh Lord.
you, oh my, we are not getting it. And you'll be like, wow, I like what I'm smelling. Even the smell itself will attract
Moshe.
the lady
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
that guy. Especially you. Let me personalize it.
Yeah.
You smell good. I would, you know, be inclined to get attracted to you. When you're
Mm.
neat, I like a guy that is neat. And
So
when I
so
say
tell me
neat, I
now,
don't mean just
would you
in your
want
dressing.
would would you want me to put on long sleeve? Would you want me to put on a shirt? Would you want me to wear t-shirt? Would you want it to be a jean? Would you want it to be sneakers, corporate shoe? Like dress me like tomorrow. Now let's say I'm
I would
targeting you tomorrow. Finish me up.
Okay, I would like you to dress the occasion. Let's say, for instance, now we are meeting in a social gathering. I want you
Yeah.
to like probably be on a t-shirt,
Mm-hmm.
not a long
Mm-hmm.
sleeve shirt, or a t-shirt on a jean with
Mm-hmm.
loafers or sneakers, with your hair brushed properly, your mustache, clean shaven, your cologne. Oh my god, overwhelming and smells so nice, And let's
Okay.
say I'm meeting you in a church. I want you to
Mm-hmm.
like dress, be in a long sleeve with
Mm-hmm.
your shirt tucked in properly,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
a real gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
Get what I mean? Like a real gentleman, with your
Yeah.
with your shoe. Your shoe. It
Mm-hmm.
doesn't have to be
Yeah.
extravagant or anything. But it
Okay.
just has to you can be modest and look so appealing. Like it's not
True.
about the cost of what you're putting on. It's about how
Exactly.
you put it on, how you put it together, how put
Okay.
together you are. So it
Okay.
basically
That's
depends on the occasion.
mm. No, 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 wahala. I will try everything to follow this thing that you have said. Esther, we saw you a while ago. Don't worry, you were clear enough. It's like something happened to your lights, but don't worry, you were clear enough. We could still see you.
Yeah.
So Titi, dress me up.
Okay.
Okay, no, no, let me come to Esther. Esther first, dress me up. Imagine I'm a guy, and
Okay.
tomorrow you, the type of guy you like to see tomorrow, dress me up.
Um. Okay. Well, I will say this before I dress you up.
Mm,
A friend of mine asked me one day.
mm,
He asked me, or we're just discussing. He's now
yeah.
married actually. So we're
Mm,
just discussing that day, and I was kind of telling her that ah, I can't stand a guy that cannot dress, especially
mm-hmm.
native dresses and English. Let your native be native if you are wearing native. If you want to
Where is
wear a
complete?
native dress, yes, as a guy, at least the
Mm,
native dress is the top to at least reach almost on knee, and the
Oshé.
trouser, yes, the
Mm,
trouser should not be the mouth should not be too big and it should not be too fancy so that you will not look irresponsible. Let it be smart.
mm,
And
mm,
then if it be
mm.
long sleeve, if it be long sleeve, let it be the one that will be able to use cufflinks and you use cufflinks too, not button.
Ah,
That's one. Yes.
cufflinks. Where are my
Mhm.
cufflinks? Good, good. My cufflinks are still close by. Okay, okay. Dress me. I'm listening. I'm listening.
So
I
if
have
it is
native. I will have cap. I have caps. I have natives. So I want to.
if it
Okay.
is short sleeve, if it is
Mm,
short sleeve, let it be normal short sleeve, not three quarter like the married men are wearing these days. They will sew native. They will not make it to the quarter and the mouth will not be big. I mean the round sleeve will not be big. No, it will be
mm,
short sleeve, normal short sleeve if you are a single guy or even married, then you
okay.
can just use that. So and
Okay.
then the design should not look like that of that the 78. Let the design be nice.
Ah,
Use the latest in your clothes. So
who is that? The 78?
now, you will see some guys design and you be like, are you 80 already? Because this design looks local. I don't understand. So, um, I was saying, and I said, even if you wear English dress, let it be neat. Let
Mhm.
the skirt, whether long sleeve or short sleeve, let it be neat, well
Yes.
ironed, and the stopper not to be too
Mm,
painful, and use your
mm.
belt, and let it
Ah,
make sense. And she was like, you too like men. I said, it's not that I
ah,
too like men, oh. That is just what I like in men. That's my and
okay.
after she just
Okay. That's good. But you can still put on your camera because we were seeing you and it was still fair. We were seeing you fairly. It was good. Yes, at least. Ah,
okay.
you look like art picture everywhere around you. What's the name of that TikTok? That they will now off the lights. That they will now do on one light again and the rest.
That one red
So
light like that.
exactly.
Alright.
So but it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Like you, you are single now, so you don't have to show us the face. You don't want them to see the face. That's the face. That's the
Adio. Adio. See you.
face. Okay, so Titi, dress me up. Titi, are you there? Can you
Okay.
hear me?
So,
Dress me up.
for me, number one thing that checks the box is you have to smell good. There are some
Ah,
guys that
ah.
when
Everybody, everybody,
when your parts
everybody.
cross
See,
like this,
first, see, Titi, wait. First of
you
all,
fall like Brother
all of you
Bernard.
wait. All of you wait first, please wait. I decided to, today I decided to restock my perfume, roll on, body spray. I know that people were going to be saying this, so I decided to have all the different all the different options and all of that, right? So I was like, hey, when I saw the money I was spending, the amount I was spending, I will not lie, the thing touched me. Like the money touched me and the rest. But at the same time, I said, okay, let me just do it. Let's just see how it goes. I'm supposed to spend this good and the rest. And now all of you are now saying that, oh, I should spend all this money. Guys should spend all this money. Perfume is not expensive. Oh. I will not lie. See, when I started using my perfume, when I started using my perfume those days, the perfume was just about 600 naira. My sister, it is more than times three right now. When I saw it, I was like, what is this? And they said we should now be combining. All of you here now say we should combine with what?
Yes, now.
You for minimum wage is 30,000 naira. Oh. Minimum wage is 30,000 naira.
You don't
So
have to break
please,
it down like that.
continue dressing me up, dress me up.
Okay, so I
Wait,
said expensive perfume. That was not very expensive, but when I pass you, I want to turn back. Like, who is this
ah
guy? Then
ah, I should just go and look for native doctor that will do smell and follow. Once I pass and they smell me, let them follow.
then let me shake one table. You know, there are some
Okay.
guys that they will wear native to
Mm.
concerts. They will wear native to church. They will wear native to wedding. They will wear native to naming ceremony.
Native guys.
So, like she
Native.
said, dress the occasion. Dress the occasion. At least if I want to be attracted, I'll put on some jeans, some t-shirts. Even if you're putting on a button sleeve over it, let the button be open. You understand? Let me imagine the parts. Let me
Ah,
imagine the parts.
oh, hey,
Yeah.
Put
okay.
on put on
Some of
some
us are pack.
sneakers
Oh.
and
Okay,
then
well, I'm already married. I don't need packs again.
okay. And doesn't mean
I thought,
you can borrow some tips. And then nice haircuts, like you said. Pay attention, pay attention to your beard. Me, I'm pro beard gang, so trim it well.
Mm,
And then
mm.
for hairstyle, at
You
least
like
if
them,
your
Jesus
front line
Christ.
is still there, if your front line is still there, it should be punk, not molo. If the molo is there, then it should be something to there should be
Oh
something to
my god.
complement it. So well, so look good, smell good. Don't wear native everywhere. I beg. Don't wear native. Sometimes put on some nice shorts and then
Mm.
speak
Mhm.
speak speak good English. Because you go out like this in a gathering, there are some guys that want to show
Very
themselves.
important.
So just be talking too much. And this is somebody you're tripping for. So
and you're using words for it. When I was,
Exactly.
so you're tripping
at
for
least,
But
somebody and the guy is just talking too much, putting his mouth in everybody's gist. So when we're in public, I beg, just arrange yourself. Like I'm trying to cut you and you
yes.
can't even see the eye because you're talking too much. So that kind of thing.
And
okay. Oh.
also, please, take care of your mouth odor.
Well,
Why the
Okay.
fact
today I bought two packs. I bought two packs of a particular mint today because I try to always ensure that I smell my mouth smells well. Sometimes I buy a lot of chewing gum and the rest and all of that. But the way but like people are talking as if people are not in Nigeria and know the cost and what it takes and the rest. Like let me look at my wardrobe again. At least I'm not doing that bad. I used to be. They used to even call me my teens church Papa Ankara because I
but
I I
That's what
used
that is.
do you know what? Do you know what?
what
I
what
have
what are you watching?
during my undergraduate, I have a lecturer. He will always
Hmm.
tell you, Ms. Ayewa, it doesn't cost much to look good. If you cannot afford
Mhm.
perfume, if you cannot afford this, she will tell you buy powder. Undergraduate will buy powder. Apply the powder on your face. Apply the powder under your armpit. At least it will take you for some hours. Always carry the powder everywhere you go. Apply it. You will look good. So what am I trying to say?
Hmm.
Perfume oil. you know that perfume oil, it is anybody that you tell that, can you believe it is perfume oil I apply on my clothes? Can you believe it is perfume oil I apply on my hand that we know? If it is not tell anybody, just use manage anything that you can
How
afford.
will you say manage perfume? That small bottle that they used to sell for like 3,000 plus 2,000 something. It is you are saying manage. And how much is your salary? Somebody
But
should
seriously, that's just
No, I think what she's trying to say is
Okay.
you must. The thing is,
wait.
even if
30
you are
years.
using perfume, even if you are using
Mm.
perfume and you're not using roll-on and the others, it's almost like a waste
Mm.
of perfume because there are some very sensitive parts sef that you need to handle that side before you talk about the perfume. The perfume is like the icing on the cake, but inside, I'm
Mm.
sure you get what I'm saying. It's not that expensive.
I
How much
don't
a
get. How
shop?
can I be
How
Oh,
much
getting? Am I
is
inside your
a
head? Mind you, I hope you get what I'm saying. I cannot get. Please, nobody should be.
okay? What I'm trying
Don't
to say
involve me
is
with what I don't
when you are
know.
bathing, you wash
Mm.
very well and then use a roll on. For guys that
I
sweat
used
a
to
lot,
wash. I used to wash my teeth very well when I'm bathing. I used
like,
to.
sorry. Let me say
Okay,
something.
yes,
Let me
please.
just
Yes, please.
corroborate what she said. Some
Yes.
guys do sweat a lot, really. And then
Mm.
by the time they like lift their armpits and all of that, I don't know, those round brown things,
Oh,
it's
those
mark of
map
it,
Africa.
things.
it's a huge turn off for me, like a huge turn off.
Mm.
I don't know about every other person, but to me, it's a huge turn off. There are ways that
Okay.
you can go about it that
Mm.
round thing will not be there. Like it doesn't
No
have to
pity.
be there. So with a nice deodorant or roll on,
Sure.
you could take care of
Mhm.
that and avoid
Mm.
unnecessary turn off for the ladies that you are, putting yourself out there for.
Okay, that's great. I think that's fine. I like everything that you guys have said. I especially even when it comes to because I told you guys to focus on. I told you ladies to focus on guys like the kind of guy you want to see out there, how the guy should look, how the guy should appear. So would you also want me to talk on behalf of guys now? How would want you to appear? Because we ordinarily would have wanted at least one guy to be here, but unfortunately, I'm the only person that is here right now. So, can I, ladies, would you be fine if I decide to speak on behalf of guys?
Of course, go ahead.
Okay, let's hear you. Go
Oh.
ahead.
Go right ahead.
Okay, okay. Let's see it this way, and let's do it this way. Now, the thing about it is that what are the things that will ordinarily make you more attractive? You should first of all ask yourself those questions, right? What are it is that will make you naturally attractive? Because we see ladies trying to, because they don't want to appear uh, seductive, they end up appearing masculine. So let me bring it like this, and let me say it like this. Dear ladies, there is nothing wrong if you wear the clothes that matches your shape. In fact, if you are single and I cannot actually tell your shape from the way you are dressing, then there's a problem. So if you are hourglass, let me know that you are hourglass. If you are pear, let me know that you are pear. If you are apple, let me know that you are apple. If you are cylinder, let me know that you are cylinder. No matter what is it that you are, let me see the shape. Let me be able to identify it, right? Then again, I think I would like it to say more from the there's something about the Yoruba perspective that I like to this thing. Um, traditionally, historically, what do ladies put on? Thank God I have two Yoruba people here. What do ladies put on? Esther and Teddy.
I don't get that
You
question.
wear boba and what? For ladies that are
Buba and
singles. What do,
single, no.
yes.
Well, Sha. It's not like single ladies cannot put up with the bar and
Where Buba?
Euro. Yeah, wear
No,
buba.
they don't wear
The way they
hero.
are
They don't wear
throwing.
hero. They wear what's the name of that very short rapper? Is this Kelewu now? Be what? What is it?
Okay,
Oleku.
Oleku,
Oleku. You mean
Oleku.
Oleku? Oleku.
right? So
You
what
mean
does it?
Oleku,
Why?
right?
Yes, I mean the Oleku, right? It shows to a large extent their ties. Although it does not show all of it, but it reveals some part of their ties, right? It has a way, it enhances the appearance of their butts, right? And this was what our ancestors wore, and there was no sexual immorality like we have today. So that if we say, oh, if ladies start dressing like that today, there will be sexual immorality everywhere, right? In those days, when people were more chaste, where people were more required traditionally to marry as virgins, that was what our ancestors wore, right? I don't know that you get it now. So I see a lady, and the idea of she is not flaunting anything. Like, we guys, we know when you haven't putting on the wrong bra.
Mm.
Like, on the very I still remember one time I was dating wifey. I'm like, babe, which kind of bra are you wearing today? I'm like, I don't get it. Please don't wear this bra again. Like, it's not giving the boobs some self-esteem.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the truth, because if your boobs are not standing firm, I know it's not everybody that has big boobs, and for those that have small boobs, God bless them too, because now they can just decide to say, oh, they are not going to wear bra, they are just going to just wear something that will just cover the nipple so that it does not become too embarrassing out there, right? But if your boobs are not standing firm, if we cannot see standing firm and be attractive, or rather standing firm, in our mind we may think that you are already married and you have children, you are breastfeeding. That is, it is because you have breastfed a child, that's why it has fallen, Olympus has fallen, and the rest. So now, because you out there, we are seeing it and we are looking at, oh, what is it again? How is this person looking? How is this person talking? And some people don't know how to swing. Some ladies don't know how to swing. Some ladies don't know how to make their voices echo. Like, you should be able to. I think ladies should go and learn how to do the bedroom voice. I don't know if you ever had roommates, and there are these roommates, like there will be this person that is in a relationship and the person is talking on phone. You cannot hear what the person is saying, but the person is just talking and talking. Or two people that are sitting by you, they are talking and they are giggling, and you're like, but I sit down with you here now. How come I want to hear what you they talk? You get the understanding. So if we are going to look at it to say, let us know how you appear single, there are some of you, oh, let me say this, our time is up and I don't want to take all of your evening. There are some of you, stop taking care of people's children in public. We think that they are your children.
Oh my
Every
God.
time you are coming to church, you are always carrying your nephews and your nieces. Anytime you are in church, you are always sitting down with your nephews and your nieces. We actually think that they are your children.
Some
No,
people even go as far
Okay.
as saying that, call me mommy.
exactly. Call me mommy. Exactly. So we, yeah, because the thing about it is that then dress like Teddy said, dress your age. Like, dress your age. We all should go and start learning. Recently, my wife and I, we were talking again, and we were talking about the fact that, oh, I may have to contact somebody to restyle me, right? That, okay, maybe I want to change the way I look. I used to wear Ole and Kara a lot, and I changed to wearing jeans, shirts, and t-shirt. And now I'm thinking of even changing again. Okay, right now I get to wear a lot of natives with my caps, and I'm thinking of dressing again. So I usually tell people that you cannot be on the big side and be wearing bigger clothes, right? I know the clothes you are trying to wear, you are trying to hide your excess fat, but in the means in a bid to hide your excess fat, you can now be making people think that they're small. In a bid to hide your excess fat, you can start making people feel
Extra
that there
extra
is
large.
more. You said what? Titi, you said
Extra extra
something.
large.
Okay, extra, extra, right? Yes, we understand. See, there's actually no problem if you're fat and it is genetic. But we want to also see that you are making effort not to just go. So even if you are fat, you are smart because in our head, we are still thinking that hope if I marry this person, she will not be lazy on the bed. We don't have to sleep with you, but we are still thinking about the future. Trust me. Because the thing about it is that you may not like it, but one way or the other, every guy sexualizes girls out there. We may stop ourselves on the track, but we do it. If we notice that we are going too far and it is now becoming lost, we will stop ourselves on that track. But that we don't imagine you without clothes on, uh, we do it. We get to do it every now and then. It's not about you, it's not about us. It's not because we are immoral, we are not immoral, we are not pervert, we are not this and that, but we are just trying to like, okay, how will this person look? How will this person appear? And the rest. So I don't want to take more time because we'll talk for about an hour already. So let me start right from my friend T. Let me start from Esther. Tolulope. So let's gist. What do you have to say? What will be your final words to us today before we go?
Okay, uh, with everything we have said, because I can see different people from everywhere, this, that, with everything
Mm,
said that you take something to first such a way that
mhm.
you are married, not even ordinary married for 20 years or married for 35 years. So your
Oh
conversation
no. Okay.
you speak. Some people they don't know how to comport
Mm,
every go. And also one more thing that I like to
mm,
add. So some guys okay, guys, not even some when they eat, don't just be there eat. Yes,
mm.
nobody like to offer. She's like that. She has city it's everything she has to offer. So the way people will know that there is something upstairs. You have something to offer.
Okay.
You have bringing to
Yeah.
the table. Don't make that guy will just say, if I marry this one, what will you gain? Or if I take what will I gain? Present yourself is the way that
Mm.
when you see, yeah, that thank
Thank you so much for that. In fact, if there's anything I took from what you said, I want to use it as a counsel. Is the fact that if you're a guy out there or you're a lady out there, right? Pick all the people who are 10 years, 15 years, 20 years older than you, and ensure you don't dress like them. That's
Mm.
one of the summary, right? All those who are 10 years, 15 years, 20 years older than you in your life and in your family, look at them, study them, and try everything possible not to dress like them. Unless there's this person that is an exception that is dressing below. So always look at them, look at the people around you and ask yourself, the happy babes and the happy guys around, how are they dressing? We are not talking about the immodest ones. We know those that are immodest. We know those that are immoral and the rest. We know those who are not godly and the rest. We know them, right? So not those ones, but the other people like in your church, in your campus fellowship, in your workplace. Who are those people that everybody's like, the way they are dressing? See, if you have to buy Okrika, if you have to go to Bendan Select the to get clothes, please, if you have to save, have a budget of every money you have, you are saving 2,000 naira every money you have, every of your salary, so that at the end of 6 months you have gathered. Then you go to those markets on the day they are opening day. and you go and select those kind of clothes. Please do. Yes, yes. It's not, you must, we are in Nigeria together, right? You want to buy new clothes with how much salary? Like how much are you, and you want to close your business because you want to dress in a particular way, right? And there are other things you just get to buy little by little. There are little accessories you can buy 200 naira, 300 naira, 500 naira here and there. And in 6 months, 1 year, you've gotten sufficient over time. And people just know that this is your style. So, Titi, let me come to you before I come to Teddy. Titi, what would be your final words to the guys and to the ladies watching right now?
Okay. Okay, first of all, I would like to say that there's absolutely nothing wrong in being single.
Okay.
And although it can be very frustrating when you are not dating someone and then everybody is staying away from you because they think you are dating someone, it can actually be very frustrating. You need to be self-aware. You need to understand the time and season in which you are in. Understand that where you are, it's just a period for you to develop yourself. The things we've talked about today, you can take them and put them into practice. Check out the reasons why people are treating you the way they are treating you and make adjustments. Yeah. And there's actually nothing wrong in being single. Neither is anything wrong in being married or in a relationship. They all have um, their times and seasons. And also, so
Oh, we appear to
no,
have
they
lost
don't even know
Titi.
if they are
Okay,
single
she's back.
or they are married because they have numbers of people on their register. So you also need to define it because it will help direct your search, it will help direct your choices and also help with your visibility. So like I said, please go outside now and buy ice cream. Show in the night, go and buy suya, go to Aboki joint, all these places. Places I know you can. So I think that's all for now. Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you. In fact, if there's something that you said that I want to do an adjustment for, I want to ask on it, is that if you're single right now, um, I want to have married friends. I want to have lots of married friends. But if most of the people around you are married people, you may not be doing yourself any good because um, birds of a feather flock together. So the moment you are always around married people, others will think that you are married because they'll think that you guys are peers, right? Either they'll think that you are married or they'll think that you're already seriously engaged because of the kind of company that you keep. So why you should keep married people as friends, at the same time ensure that you also have single people that you enjoy their company. Teddy, what would you have to tell us today before you leave?
Okay. First of all, I want to say that being single is not a bad thing. It's not a disadvantage. It's just a phase of life, and
Yeah.
because you're single doesn't mean probably something is wrong with you, or like you're not okay, you're not good enough. No, that doesn't mean you're not good enough. Rather, your single phase should be directed to other productive things. No, you're
Yeah.
single, you have all the time in the world to reinvent yourself, pursue your passion, you know, just, you know, find time for self care, pursue everything that you would like to do. Because being single is a stage that, if used, it could be very, it could be, a good way for you to build yourself up. Because when you're married, that time, nah, it's gone. Your time will be divided between children, your husband, your family, and all of that. So you have little or no time for yourself. So this single phase of your life, if you're a guy or a lady out there that's single, take this time out to, pursue your passion, enjoy the things, do the things that you enjoy doing, enjoy your independence, reinvent yourself. Okay. For example, now I'll use myself as an example. Um, okay, now I'm pursuing my master's degree.
And we are
Like I
cousins.
finished I finished my degree like some like 2 or 3 years after. I would have started my master's degree immediately, but due to one thing or the other, I could not. But here I am now. If I'm married, probably I'm pregnant or I have a child with me, I might not be able to, I might probably not be able to pursue my passion, pursue my goals and aspirations. I have a sister and it took her like 5 years before she could, pursue a master's. Had missed childbirth, marriage, and everything. Imagine if she was single when she finished, she would have probably gone for a master's immediately or almost immediately. So being single, if you use that phase of your life very well, it could end up being an advantage for you. It is not a disadvantage. You could practice
Wow.
self-care, you could exercise, you could just do all the things you love. Right now, I can just probably just wake up in the morning and say, "Oh, I want to go somewhere." My married sister cannot do that.
Of course.
Like, and I'm not saying being married is a sin or is a bad thing
Yeah.
or anything.
Yeah.
It's a good
Yeah.
thing. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like, this phase of your life, just enjoy it.
Sure.
Just enjoy it. And just because you're single doesn't mean you should, in the process of trying to push yourself out there, don't be too available for people. Don't be too quick to respond to that romantic text messages. Don't be too quick to respond to that romantic gesture. You be like, "Oh, I'm single now. This is that." It's risks of desperation. So don't be too available.
Okay. I
As
think
much
I
as you want to put yourself out there, don't be too available
okay.
and enjoy your independence as much as you can.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Yeah.
having me.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, ladies. I did the last thing that I would like to say, of course, but before I say that, thank you, Esther. Thank you, Titi, the Duma lady with the Yoruba name. Thank you, Teddy. Thank you, ladies, for agreeing to show up today. It was just a short notice, less than 24 hours, and you guys agreed to come up today. I appreciate it. I'm very grateful. Right. Thank you for it. And lastly, to everyone that is watching, right, if you want to contact us, if you want any of their details, you could always contact me. You could always use the details that are shown on the screen, and the rest, they are all professional counselors and they charge for their professional services. Right. So let's also make that clear. And not just that, I would like to say to you now as a last thing, because next week, Thursday, 8 p.m., we'll be having another amazing topic, and we're talking about the joys and challenges of marrying early. So we are going to be bringing people, ladies who married before they were 25, and most likely guys who married before they were 26. So we are going to be for these people, and we are going to be bringing them on the joys and challenges of marrying early. 8 p.m. next week. So if you've not subscribed right now, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when we come live. And lastly, before we leave, I would like to say this. If you're a lady, let your dress be long enough to cover the rest and short enough to preserve the interest. If you are a guy, I don't have anything to say to you, but I have the summary of what every other person has said here. If you are wearing native, wear native. If you are wearing English, wear English. If you are wearing casual, wear casual. Ensure that your hair is in order. And most especially to the three ladies today, they talked about your perfume. So if you are spending money on your beards and you are not spending money on your perfume, they will not turn back and look at you. Thank you, ladies, for joining me tonight. I appreciate it. Have a blessed night. And from every one of us at All Right
Thank you.
Passion, you're all.
Thank you. Bye.